VA Health and Benefits, official mobile app for VA Health and Benefits. VA's official mobile app is a smarter, more convenient way for veterans to manage and carry their VA health and benefits information. One veteran notes, "I went into my local hardware store and logged into my VA mobile app. A quick glance at my phone showed them I was a veteran, and I was able to get the veteran discount without any paperwork. It was easy and convenient." Download the app via the Apple Store at https://apple.co/3 lowercase b lowercase k 9 uppercase o lowercase l, or download the app via the Google Play Store at https://bit.ly/3 uppercase q 5 lowercase q 9 uppercase l 5.
Hello and welcome again to Oscar Mike Radio. Oscar Mike Radio is part of the Hubuzoo network. You can find out more on hubuzoo.com. I want to thank my sponsors, Joyce Asack of Asack Real Estate, Army National Guard veteran Mark Holmes of Reapers Detailing and Power Washing, and my veteran-owned business supporters, Sipper Savage Salad Dressing, Bottom Gun Coffee, and Cason Shaving Company. This is number 324 for Oscar Mike Radio, the last serialized podcast for 2022. And, it's the holidays. You're traveling for the holidays. You had Christmas and New Year's is a couple days away. And I just wanted to kind of close out 2022 and kind of talk about 2023. And this is also special because this is the first time I've podcasted with the custom red, white, and blue Shure microphone that I won in the podcast, Veterans Podcast Awards, put together by Shane Cunningham and Travis Johnson. Shane Cunningham, Marine Corps veteran with the Broken Jarhead podcast, Navy veteran, Navy officer veteran retired, Travis Johnson with the Nonprofit Architect and Titan podcast. So this was a year of growth. This was a year where a lot of what I did over the last 4 years, 5 years started coming to fruition. Before I forget it, check out this bad logo. I am wearing the Veterans Brotherhood Motorcycle Club hoodie today, and this is their logo. And they're not a gang, they're a veterans club of people who love veterans, and they do a lot in the community. And they gave me this kick-ass hoodie. Like, I really like the way that is. It kind of speaks to New England and the Revolution and being a Minuteman, but also it's just cool. And the back logo is cool. I'll put an image of the back logo in the show post. And that's just one of the things that happened, right, is over the last couple of years, I've gotten to know an organization like the Veterans Brotherhood MC, and they support a lot of, veterans causes. They picked me up for the VA. I'll tell that story because that was a very key one, not this year, but in 2021, where I needed to get to the VA for my physical therapy appointment because my quadricep was ruptured and I didn't have a ride. And I could have gotten a ride, but I didn't understand that I had to schedule a ride like a month to 6 weeks out. And I didn't get my PT appointment until right close to the start date. I'm not blaming the VA at all. I'm not blaming the VA at all. The VA was great, but I needed a ride because I couldn't drive because I had to wear my brace. and, put out a call on the Mass Hole Marines and Mass Hole veterans Facebook pages. A couple guys at the VMC hit me up and said, "Hey, we'll take care of you." And sure enough, Army National Guard Sergeant Major picks me up and takes me to my first VA appointment. It's just amazing. Really appreciated that. And what happened over that is the relationship between me and the VMC increased. Got to know them very well. And this year, because certain members, I'll tell David Danforth has a relationship with World War II veterans in the Fall River area. And he was able to take that and, make sure that, they're not just being talked to, that if they need to get to a doctor's appointment, they can. If they, have a problem with their living quarters, they can get it addressed, that they're getting enough food. And a real kinship has developed between those men and, these legends who served in World War II. And I was fortunate enough to be asked to be involved in some of the events with these gentlemen at the Veterans Kitchen in Fall River, Massachusetts. So, when I start thinking about the what happened in 2022, it's a lot. Starting with the State Commander Brian Walker's event in Tennessee, supporting that and understanding how the VFW in Tennessee is growing and thriving, to my 300th show. And, I was just so pleased, honored, and humbled that Mistress Carrie, former WAF DJ, and now has the Mistress Carrie podcast and, her own business, took time out of her day to share with me. Really, really happy about that. It's kind of a huge milestone because you start going over podcast stats because of industry things that I'm involved with. And there's let's just say on Apple, there's 2.5 million registered podcasts on Apple Podcasts right now. Only 16% of that number puts out an episode once every 90 days. And the number of shows that put out content every week goes down to almost 1%. So when you have somebody who, for the last 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, 7 years, has put out content as regularly as I have, it's, when you're doing it, it's not a big deal, but it's wow, you're really in, different kind of company. And so for my other podcasters out there that are doing this on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, my hat's off to you. It's not easy, but it was really nice to celebrate that milestone, and really cool as part of it to do two things. One, I got to do a movie review of Top Gun with Keith Hayes of Sinister One Productions. We talked about, the past and, how we got there and what's going on in the future, and talk about different airplanes in the military that we loved. It was fantastic, right? And then, talk about how the future worked and how, if you allow yourself to let people in who are going to help you out, you can make something good, great. And that's happened here. It's been fantastic. And so, we did that. And then the next thing was getting to talk with Gold Star's son and his son, Richard Fitz Jr. His father, Richard Fitz Sr., was killed in Laos during the Vietnam War, and it took, over almost 20 years for the family to get, resolution. And, echoes and ripples of that story is still being played out as Richard tells this story through his documentary, 21 Years of Folded Flag. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Seeing this all come together after the brutal year of 2021 into 2022 was a shot in the arm. And then, having other things happen that just validated that we're headed in the right direction was just good. And, people ask you all the time, well, how many followers do you have and how many downloads do you have? And look, I'm trying to get all the engagement I can. Absolutely. But the one cool thing in this year is, I've got, I don't have a million followers or a million likes. I'm not Corey Kinchin, although I'd love to be, right? But I have a core of people that are just, doesn't matter what time of the day or what the situation is, I can reach out to them for guidance, help, or, just a mental boost when things are getting tough. And I want to thank you all for that. And so what is happening for 2023? The look and feel of this is going to change. Keith has said that he's got some ideas to make this even better. I'm excited about that. This Shure microphone that I won is going to change things. Like, it sounds amazing. And I'm like, wow. And if you're looking for a podcast microphone, you'd be hard pressed to go wrong with this one. Love it. I absolutely love it. You're going to see, more improvement in the show. We can always improve. There's a lot I have to learn, and, I need to be curious so I can learn and stay humble. There's other things that Oscar Mike Radio is involved with that you're going to see come to the forefront. But what you won't see is me getting away from my basic mission purpose with Oscar Mike Radio. Yeah, I'd love a million likes. I'd love a million followers across all my platforms. Great. But it is still about impacting one person's life in a positive way. If this can impact one person's life in a positive way, I have done what I'm supposed to do. And I don't want to ever get away from that, ever. If I do that, then I will never go wrong. And I'm seeing that with, engagement that I'm getting from Adam Gunn, the Abington VSO, who, has watched what I've done and, like, hey, if you try doing this, something might happen. And sure enough, because I'm trying to get this abundance mindset, all kinds of crazy cool stuff is happening. And it's a good thing. And it's not an exaggeration for me to say, I'll close with this, that podcasting has changed my life. There's a time in my life where if you told me that, I'd be doing this for 6 years and then having all these amazing experiences because of podcasting, I probably would have, laughed at you, right your face, and turned around and walked away. But getting myself out there, getting in front of people again, understanding what my, worth and value is, has allowed all these amazing relationships and situations and experiences to unfold in my life. And whether you just watch me in a passing reel, or, watch one of my videos, or listen to me on SoundCloud or Stitcher or wherever, and you checked it out, I appreciate everyone who's participated in and supported my show and what we're trying to do here. And, again, big shout out to, Keith Hayes. It's been almost 7 years since we met. Thank you to Tony Arnold, who with VB Hub, who runs a lot of stuff on the back end and keeps, the website up and looking good. Thank you to my sponsors. We're going to do some amazing things this year, and I am proud to have your names attached to Oscar Mike Radio and my supporters. And my supporters are very key. They're not sponsors, but, they have said, you know what, I've got, some coffee, I've got a shaving kit, I've got some salad dressing. When you do an event, we can put our products out there as raffle items, and that gets the word out there. People understand that we have veteran businesses doing amazing things. So I don't know what's going to happen next. I have an idea of where I want to go. I want to, keep the engagement up. I want to hone my craft, get better at this, and have a good time doing it. So as we close down to 2022 and get ready to start 2023, all I can say is thank you. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. We say Merry Christmas here. And you have a Happy New Year. And as always, we are mission in flight. Thank you for joining me and watching Oscar Mike Radio. Now go to OscarMikeRadio.com and click Shop to check out all the cool merchandise from Authentically American. All proceeds go to veteran service organizations. We are Mission in Flight.